Hello, hello. Hello, hello. We're really close. The fuck is going on with technology right now? We're really close. The fuck is going on with technology right now? Y'all having tech issues? The fuck is going on with technology right now? Y'all having tech issues? Issues. What time is it in the US? Maybe I shouldn't be on here right now. What time is it in the US? Bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour. Wait, it's like 4 p.m. in the US? Hi! In some of the US, at least. The US has 4... Wait. East Coast, Central Time, Mountain Time, Pacific Time, Hawaii Time. Alaska has their own time zone, right? Also? That's 6 time zones in the US. What the fuck? Hi, hi. Hi, hi. What's up, what's up? We have a Scorpio new moon coming soon. Right after Halloween. Is the food better over there? Yeah. I mean, in what aspect? Like grocery stores have better food, I feel like. I mean, restaurants are restaurants. I'd say the biggest thing that I've noticed that's better quality is like the wine. Because it's all like sourced over here. Like locally sourced. Like it's grown in the areas where you drink it. Which is really cool. They just do wine better. Aquarius, Sun, Leo, rising. Ooh, you got a 7th house sun. That's fun. Libra moon. I love it. The moon is in Libra right now. Leo, rising, Gem, Sun, Virgo moon. Ooh, I like that. It's giving fun, but also like analytical. 35 MG. Hey, Amy. Gemini, rising, Pisces, Sun, Cat, moon. Love it. You got moon in the 8th house. Wait, yeah, you got moon in the 8th house. Love that. I am a Taurus sun, Libra rising, Sag moon. Like healthier ingredients because America uses so much crap. Yeah, I mean, I eat pretty clean in the US. And I think where I am in the US is unique because it's like a health food hub. So, I mean, the biggest thing I've noticed is just the readily available, like, fruits and veggies, like, everywhere. Like, literally right down the block from me, and I'm not staying in, like, a well-populated area, but right down the block, there's a grocery store. It's like a convenience store, but literally outside, they have, like, a whole thing of, like, a whole stand of fruits and vegetables, and, like, fresh stuff, I'm assuming, from this area, because I'm in the south of France right now, so... more grows down here because it's a warmer climate. Like most of the year it's warmer down here. So I would say that's pretty different than what I'm used to in the US. But where I live in Colorado, it's like very cold in the winter. So we don't get that like It was the same when I was in Hawaii. Like, you just get more, like, fresher fruit, fresher vegetables most of the year. But you can find crap food here. I mean, there's McDonald's and, thank you, Mainline. I appreciate you. Yeah. I would say there's just like less preservatives and there's like a focus on freshness. Like, there's tons of bakeries. There, like I was saying, there's like convenience stores have fresh food, like have fresh vegetables and lots of fruit. And what was I gonna say? Oh, there's bakeries everywhere, and like people eat the bread at the bakeries. Like, that's one thing that I've never seen in the US is like the prevalence of bakeries and how bakeries have like fresh food and like fresh sandwiches, fresh bread. So I think that's the biggest difference, is like the food doesn't have preservatives. And so everything's much fresher. Yeah. That's the biggest thing I've noticed. I'm really gonna miss bakeries and just being able to go in and get like a tart or a macaroon or even like a baguette. Libra Sun, Taurus Moon, Leo Rising. Oh, it's giving extravagance. I love that combination. That's so fun. Yeah, the South Node is in Libra still, and the Moon was on it today. So this recent, like, I don't know, the South Node went over my ascendant. My ascendant's in Libra at 9 degrees, and the South Node went over it like a month ago, I want to say. And now that the South Node is like moving above my ascendant, I'm feeling called to really like make major changes to my appearance. Like, I started doing my makeup more and getting into makeup, and that's been my recent obsession. Like, before I came to Europe, I was really obsessed with fashion and like picking out my wardrobe that I was going to bring to here. And then I kind of got bored of like fashion and shopping a little bit, and now I've moved on to makeup. So that's how the South Node and Libra transit is showing up for me as a Libra rising. Ooh, yummy. I love fresh fruits. Yeah, literally the best. That's one thing I miss a lot about living in Hawaii, was the fresh fruit. I'm not in Nice anymore. I'm in Cannes right now. There's this really cool market in Antibes, which is like right down the road from Cannes. It's like less than a 10-minute train ride, I think. And they have like fresh and yeah, is that the right word? Fresh like spices and lavender. There's so much lavender here, just like freshly grown, and like it's sold at a lot of places. It's really cool. Anywhere out of America is against all the stuff we use in our food for the most part. Yeah, I think it's really just a problem of preservatives. And probably just because of how big America is. Like, I don't think a lot of us realize how long and how far like food has to be transported in America. So that's probably why there's preservatives in everything, so that it literally doesn't go bad before it gets to the grocery store or whatever. But obviously that's an issue for health. It's not good for our health, but that's what comes from people like like we've gotten away from doing like making things from home. And it's a whole shift that's happening with Pluto moving into Aquarius. I think we're getting back to that. And we've seen it already with the prevalence of like homesteading and people wanting to like live on the land and get like, you know, all your friends to get a piece of land or whatever and build a community. And that, like, I've seen so many videos about people wanting to do that. And I think the whole like tiny home, van life trend is a beginning of that. It's the beginning of that. Because we've gotten so far removed from like where our food comes from and how like I don't know how to say it. We need to get back to that. And I think that's really why the food is such an issue in the US, because we have relied on these corporations. We've relied on grocery stores for our food. But that reliance is literally the thing that's killing us because, again, the food has to travel so far and needs to be preserved to be able to travel far. So yeah. And then that traveling of food also increases costs. Like if something is made in California and it has to be shipped to, like on an 18-wheeler to New York or whatever it is, like that's a long ass fucking journey. That's like 3 days of traveling. And then that's a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to transport that food across the country. So, of course, things are more expensive because they have to travel farther and longer than they do in France. Like, France is smaller than Texas. Like, I don't know how to say it. Cancer sun, Leo moon. Ooh, Sag rising. That's a fun combination. Wait, I missed some comments. Hold on. Am I happy though? I mean, I didn't move here. I'm excited to be back in the US, honestly. But it is fun to explore here. I do love it. Is it possible to eat healthy in America? Yeah, I think so. If you just kind of have to like grow your own food and shop at farmers markets, and which I'm grateful for that where I live. Our farmers market is amazing where I live in the US. Hi, Bottle Blossom Art by Katie. Hi, Katie. Libra rising. Oh, I love it. Sag, Sun, Aquarius, Moon. Wait, that's the same big three as Britney Spears. Stop it. That's amazing. Hope you're having an amazing time in France. Thank you. It's fun. It's fun. I cook more than I eat out. And that I eat out with has been amazing and connecting. Hey, Kelly. Enjoy your time in Cannes. Lovely Kelsey. Thank you, Taji. Aries rising, Libra sun. Ooh, 7th house sun and Virgo moon. Sun, would that be 9th house moon? Libra, Scorpio. Wait, no. 8th house moon. That's another 8th house moon. Wait, no. 6th house moon. I can't think the same after speaking French all day on and off. Am I staying in Europe for long? Well, I've already been here for 6.5 weeks. I'll be here for like 2.5 more weeks. Hi, Atina. I would love to be somewhere where it's not heavily populated. Yeah, I think most Americans are craving that. And honestly, it's really unsustainable for people to live in such big cities. That's a part of the issue as well. There's so many systemic issues in the US that, like, I don't know, just talking about, oh, if the food is terrible, that's not the real reason the issue is the issue, you know what I mean? Like, the issue is, the food is terrible because people live so far away from where food is grown, and not as many people grow their own food anymore, and don't, like, start businesses selling food as much anymore. Things have been corporatized. Aries, Sun, Virgo, Moon, and Rising. Ooh, I love that combo. Taurus, Sun, Virgo, Moon, Aquarius, Rising. Ooh. Aquarius, Rising. So Sun in the 4th house. Virgo, Moon in the 8th house. Ooh. Okay. Hello, Beauty Queen. Hello, Rhea. Thank you, Estella. I've been doing my makeup. that's been I was just talking about that, how the South Node in Libra, and today the moon is in Libra on the South Node. And I'm a Libra rising, so the South Node has been my first house. And I've been releasing like an old identity and appearance. And it started with fashion, like getting more into clothes, because where I live in Colorado, it's like nobody dresses up. It's just all athleisure. And so I started getting more into clothes when the South Node moved into Libra in my first house. And then it's been an evolution. Now I'm focused on makeup, and I've been going to Sephora like every other day. Katie says, I think you've mentioned that before. I love having that in common with Brittany. Yeah, that's so cool. I don't often see that combo. The US is a Sag rising, Aquarius moon, Cancer sun. Hey, Micah, Scorpio sun, Cancer moon, Libra rising. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Raw Leo. Leo sun. Oh my god, I love that username. Cancer rising. Wait, didn't we just have somebody that was a Leo sun and a Cancer rising, or were they Cancer Leo other placements? I don't remember. Cap moon. Ooh, moon in the 7th house. 7th house placements are such a trip. I have Mars in the 7th house. I feel like 7th house placements are such an interesting thing to study and realize in somebody. I'm in Colorado and used to produce fashion shows. Ooh, fun. Where were they? Like in Denver? Because that's probably the only place I've seen people like look nice. It's Denver. Aspen, but people in Aspen seem to like really be into the cowboy, like cowboy wear. Like I don't really like Western aesthetic. Like I don't really understand why that's like associated with Aspen. Because I haven't seen it in any other mountain town in Colorado. It's so funny to me. Libra, Sun, Venus, and Mercury, 11th house. Moon, 12th house, Scorpio. Oh, wow. And Sag rising. I love Sag risings. Most of my good friends have been Sag risings. Probably because I'm a Sag moon. Yes, in Denver. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's kind of a big fashion scene in Denver. Like, I knew a guy who was a model, but it was all for like outdoor wear. Like the North Face's headquarters are there. You have a 7th house stellium. Yeah, everybody I know with the 7th house stellium, it's like they're just really they make great like healers, therapists, and to me it's a trip because it's like their focus is literally other people, depending on what the placements are, but like personal planets in the 7th house really create that in somebody. Yes. Hey, Hannah, I'm still in Europe. I did not like London. But I went there from Paris, so that might be why. Because I freaking love Paris. But I'm mostly sticking to France. I really love France a lot. It's associated with Aspen because of Dumb and Dumber. Oh. I need to rewatch that movie. Amar is a Libra sun, Taurus moon, Sag rising. Oh, that's so cool because I'm a Sag moon, Taurus sun, and Libra rising. Oh, haha, why? I live in London. It just felt kind of boring, and it felt like the US. And it felt like the people felt kind of depressed there. I did like what I did in London, but overall it's not my favorite place. And then most of the stuff that people recommended was very crowded, and I did not like that at all. Oh my God, bestie. Yes. France is lovely. I really love it. It's super similar. Did it rain? It rained like the first 2 days I was there, and then actually the weather was pretty nice after that. So the weather wasn't my issue. It was like, I don't know, it just felt like boring. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. The parks are really pretty, but you know how Paris is like everything is beautiful, and the people, like everything is beautiful. The people are beautiful everywhere. The buildings are beautiful everywhere. In London, it was just like, this is it? I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Because, like, I made a thread about it, and people were, like, so mad that I didn't like London. I was just like, I didn't like it. Like, I don't understand why you're mad. Yeah, London is kind of like New York. Yeah. I don't like New York at all. I really don't like New York. Jenny says the makeup, love. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. The really nice lady at Sephora that helped me with my return I had to do the other day, like, recommended this lip color, so I thought I would try it tonight. Curious what a Scorpio stellium in the first house. Transformation! Don't overcomplicate your placements. What's the difference between true node and north node? I honestly don't know. Why are you asking me? Why would you ask that? Can you manifest getting cheated on? What? Okay, I have a weird deal. Gemini 12th house, Black Moon, Lilith, Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising. Oh, I read whole sign houses. So all of that would be in your first house to me. And I've just been researching a ton on Lilith. Well, not a ton, but people have been asking me about it a lot. So the videos on it have been finding me. And this one person on TikTok, actually, well, they're everywhere. I really, really, really love their content for Lilith. Their handle is AstroDim, like DIM. And they were saying that, because this always confused me about Lilith. There's the asteroid Lilith, then there's like Black Moon Lilith, then there's like Dark Moon Lilith. There's literally 3 different Liliths. And so they were describing the differences between all of them. And apparently, I don't remember like verbatim off the top of my head, but the asteroid Lilith is kind of like how you step into cycles of control with somebody, like how that shows up for you, like what people try to control about you, and how like it's a kind of a power struggle or like between you and other people in that area and that sign. And then for Black Moon Lilith, it's like the part of you that has like been suppressed by another, or that people like tend to like want to use you for. They see like your magic or your like darkness or shadow or whatever, and they want to like try to use you for it, instead of like you realizing that power that gives you, if that makes sense. Lilith is super interesting. I also think my Black Moon Lilith is on my Mercury and my Sun in Taurus. Will you be traveling more in Europe or staying in France? I'm going to stay in France. I'm going to be in Cannes for another week, and then and I'll probably do some traveling while I'm here, just to places that are close by. And then I'm going back to Paris because I love Paris, and there's things that I want to do and see there still. And I have a couple people there I want to hang out with. And then I go back to the US, and I'm really, really, really stoked. Italy is really great. I did love Italy. The infrastructure wasn't super great in Italy, but the people were amazing and the food was amazing. Can't deny that. My sister is literally a Leo sun and moon and Mercury and a Sag rising. Oh, wow. I got a text about that, so I wanted to share with the class. What? One is revengeful, other is resentful and rebel, and the other, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I believe in the fame degrees. The one that I know of is the 29th degree. That's the only one I really know about. 25 is going to be crazy. I'll be doing a deep dive into it like I did for 2024 in my private community. That's where I teach classes and things. Is this upcoming new moon supposed to be good for Leos / Aquarius risings? Depends on your the degrees of your rising. So the new moon will be at 9 degrees. So if you have anything around there, it will square it, which is good is relative. It's gonna add friction, and tension or conflict and challenges to those placements. Leo sun, Sag moon, Aries rising. All the fire! That's super cool. It'll opposite my moon. Depends on where it is in your chart. Depends. I think the biggest thing of this new moon is going to be Mars opposite Pluto. Like, it will peak on that day. But it'll be really early in the morning. So you might feel like y'all in the US will probably feel it like the day after, like Friday morning. Because it'll be like super early in the morning. Let's see, 13 minus, 6 or 7 a.m. And then for Eastern time. And then for me in France, it'll be at 1, just before 2 p.m. So that'll be interesting. Evolving perspective, should I use Placidus or whole sign when I'm looking at my transits? Look, whatever you resonate with, pick one and stick with it. If you're new and you're already confused, whole sign. And I have videos on that in my Astrology Houses playlist. I have so many playlists. If y'all have never seen my playlists, you could literally learn the whole fucking system of astrology and human design by watching my videos that are organized into playlists on my page. And if you can believe it, my courses go even deeper and give you a framework and a structure to learn how to read charts, transits, and everything. Pisces sun, Libra rising, Cap moon. Ooh, that's an interesting combo. I meet a lot of Cap moons. What's your advice for entering your Saturn return next year? Well, look up what day it's actually going to be exact. Because your Saturn return doesn't last 2 or 3 years. I hate this. I hate this mainstream pop astrology bullshit on Saturn return. It doesn't last 2 or 3 years. It lasts maybe 6 months. What lasts longer and what people are actually feeling during that time more so is Pluto sextile Pluto, which no one seems to be talking about except me that I've seen. So that's gonna give you a lot more insight into what you're experiencing already. That's preparing you for your Saturn return. But for me, I've been learning and using my chart to understand myself in my life for religiously for 3 or 4 years now. So having that knowledge made my Saturn return go so much more smoother. And I really deeply believe that Saturn return is just a coming back to your authentic self. And if you're already there, like if you never got too far away from your authentic self due to conditioning or due to societal beliefs or whatever, like, then it's fine. Like, it's literally gonna be fine. It's just a maturing. It's just a, like, stepping into yourself more so than you ever have. It's really just a massive returning is what Saturn, or maturing is what Saturn return is. Massive maturing. Like, what you think you'll feel your whole 20s is what you actually feel during your Saturn return, of like, oh, this is what being an adult is. So I really don't recommend anybody like seriously date before Saturn return, because you're not truly embodied in yourself before Saturn return. Leo, Gemini, 4-1 sacral generator. Ooh, 4-1s are super rare. That is awesome. What do you recommend for tomorrow? Moon? What do you mean? The new moon's on Friday. Thank you, Alicia. Alicia. Yeah, you're welcome, Amelia. I had my Saturn return in March, and honestly, this is like the best fucking year I have had. It's kind of returning now because Saturn went retrograde, but it won't be exact again. So it was, for me, Saturn was right on my Saturn in March. And if y'all were following me back then, if you remember, my house flooded. And that's like all that really happened. Which like sucked, but you know, it is what it is. And then Saturn is like close, because Saturn went retrograde, so it's still retrograde, and it's close to my Saturn again, but it's not going to be exact again for another 30 years. Alicia, okay. Thank you. Oh, my days are way off. No, I feel you. I literally was all day thinking it was Thursday. And it's freaking Tuesday. And then like Instagram reminded me of this post from 2020, and I was like, wait, what do you mean that was 4 years ago? Why does that feel like 40 years ago? 2020 feels like forever ago. Like, what do you mean that was only 4 years? Like, in my head, 4 years should not feel like that. I don't know. Hi, Lori. Afternoon. It is 11 p.m. where I am in the world. It is 11 p.m. My thoughts on Hollywood, record labels, and Pluto and Aqua. I've been saying this for a while, y'all. I have a whole playlist on Pluto and Aquarius. I've been saying this for a while, that celebrities are dying. Hollywood culture is dying. It's dying. We are going to come back to local communities and cultures. And while social media is still around, what's thriving and what people are looking to and following and aligning with on social media is authenticity. We're done with the fake bullshit. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen all this stuff about Beyonce. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm kind of scared to talk about it. But like with, Beyonce, I'm so scared to talk about it. I don't know if y'all have seen, I don't know. But that energy feels really dark. And I don't know what happened, but I can see it now. I'm like, it literally gives me chills. Like, that energy gives me freaking chills. I want nothing to do with it. It feels so dark. So that's how I feel about Hollywood. It feels dark as shit. Yo, I'm in a Saturn return right now. My boss is too. Whoa. 3 p.m. here. Good night. I'm a night owl, so I'll be up for a few hours. Thank you, Ash. Wait, you're also a Sag Moon and Libra Rising? I love that. Oh, and a Cap Sun. Okay, love it. I love 4th house suns. Y'all, for some reason, give, like, motherly energy. Which, I mean, the 4th house, like, is the mother, so that makes sense. Authenticity Advocate says, your content has helped so much in my human design and astro journey. Yay! Finishing up my return next year. Ooh, okay. Does it retrograde over your Saturn? Because I know some people that have, like, 3 peaks of Saturn return, but it's still all within, like, a 6-month period for the most part. Just depends on the degrees of your Saturn, and this is why knowing how to read your chart is so important, because astrology can't be generalized. Sarah is a Sag Sun, Gemini Moon. Ooh, born on a full moon. Virgo rising, 6-2 Manny Jen. I love it. It was, I do a live Q&A in my private community, like, pretty much every week. And it was me and another MG on tonight. And we were talking about how many jobs we've had. And, like, she just kept referring to, like, oh, I do this and I do that. And, like, I'm an artist and I'm also, like, a consult and, like, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is so Manny Jen. Like, this whole conversation is so manifesting generator. Literally thought it was Saturday all day. I was like, how is Tuesday? Yeah, literally, I don't know. I can tell there's a Mercury retrograde coming up. It's also going to be in my 3rd house. So yeah, I don't feel like my mental faculties are going to be, like, up and running at 100 for, like, a couple months. Everything feels weird. Like, I can't remember, like, words or phrases, and, like, and also being in France and learning to speak French and, like, speaking French with people and then having to speak English because I don't understand all of what they're saying, and then it's, like, going back and forth, and, like, it's a lot. My mind is tired. Venus in 12th house in Cancer. Could I have met my soulmate in prison? What? I used to work in... Oh, okay. I used to work in a prison. I'm like, girl, I don't know. Maybe. I forget that is, like... Incarceration is a 12th house thing. Because that's not how I read charts. There was someone in my private community, actually, on a Q&A one time was talking about Venus... having Venus in the 12th house. And I made, like, a whole separate video on Venus in the 12th house because of what she shared with meeting her partner. She was like, I feel like I manifested him. And they actually met because he has Venus in another house. So, like, again, it always makes more sense in hindsight. Like, this is why I love to use astrology for, like, reflection instead of, like, prediction, because predictions are fickle and you can never really truly, like, predict anything. Like, we can look at generalities and, like, oh, you know, you're going to be focused on your relationships at this time in your life because of stuff transiting to your 7th house, for an example. But, like, specifics, we can't, like, nothing's written in stone. The future is being created by what you're doing now. So, where was I going with that? Also, you know, when we're talking about relationships and, like, a partnership, a soulmate partnership, like, whatever, marriage, we're not just looking at your chart. Like, there's also the other person's chart that we have to factor in, and we don't have that person's chart until you meet that person, right? So, I don't remember where she said that his Venus was, but they actually met at, like, a school event or, like, a class for something. I don't remember exactly. But she was like, no, I definitely manifested him. Like, I was doing a lot of manifestation work at the time around attracting a partner, and, like, that's how it came together. So that's kind of how one interpretation I see of Venus in the 12th house. So that's kind of how one interpretation I see of Venus in the 12th house. which also lines up with my interpretation of the 12th house, is spirituality, is like all that woo-woo kind of stuff, and mindset as well. So the 12th house is also like what is in your subconscious mind. And if you are holding a belief in your subconscious mind that like you will never have a partner and you'll never be married and blah 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 because that one kid in 8th grade like didn't like you back or whatever, like, and you still hold on to that belief, that's gonna fuck you up. So I also see 12th house placements in general as like reframing your beliefs about something so that you can actually have what you want. Doesn't help that I quit my job, Saturn returned. Well, that can be a blessing. When I quit my job, that's what led me to pursue entrepreneurship, and that's why I am here with y'all today. And that was in 2017. It'll be, literally in like a couple days. It was November. So, 7 years? It's my 7th year of entrepreneurship. Manifesting generator 5-1. I love that. Agreed, 4 years ago feels like 8 years. Yeah. It is nuts. Good morning from Australia. Oh my God, it's 8:55. And that is so cool. Well, now it's probably 9:03. That's crazy. You're like 10 hours ahead. Lori is a 5-1 splenic manifester. Love it. I've never liked Beyonce. It's such bad, yeah. It's given bad. Senta says, oh my God, Kelsey, you look so gorgeous. Thank you. No offense, but did you go on a date? No. No, I've just been really into makeup lately. So I went to Sephora and I got a bunch of shit and I've just been experimenting and playing around with all of it. I love being a Manny Jen, even though it's a little chaotic. I feel that. This whole like makeup obsession started 4 days ago? Maybe a week at this point? No, it hasn't been a week yet. And I'm just rolling with it. It's so manifesting generator of me. I'm just rolling with it. Maybe I'll go to Monaco and like this whole look will attract my husband. I don't know. Working on a cold case right now. Have used astrology to help. What? That's cool. Wait, Estella, have you posted your human design? Are you on 1-3? I don't remember if you posted it or not. Rose says, what sign are you? I'm a Taurus. You can't tell by my face. I feel like Tauruses like look like bulls. We all have like similar face structures. I'm glad I got out of Hollywood when I did, yeah. I thought I was going to move to LA, and then I went there, and it was actually 4 years ago, because it was during the last election I was there, and I hated it. After 3 days, I was like, this place sucks. I can't. She even brags about murder in her music? Oh my God. The way we live is not going to be the same, yeah. No, it's not. Y'all know what? I had, so I've been shopping for all this makeup, right? And I literally walking around the other day after getting some stuff was like reminded of these books. Because I read a lot as a kid and I would read these book series that were about like post-apocalyptic times and stuff. And there was this one book series that I remember vividly after I bought makeup and I was walking around. And makeup was like, it was like a rarity because everything that we have in society now, like walking around and there's shops and there's makeup shops and there's clothing shops and there's cafes and there's blah, 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 like there's everything, was not a thing anymore. Like people, like basically it wasn't safe to live above ground. So people went underground and they lived in like these underground cities. And I do not remember the name of the book series, but they lived in like these underground cities. And then like this girl, the main character of the book, would like go above ground and like explore the storage houses and like the storage units of like of the abandoned shops and things, and she would find things, and she would find like food, and she would find like makeup, and all of these things were like sold underground as like on the black market as being like really rare. And I couldn't help but think about that the other day. So I was like, I don't know that we're gonna have access to all this kind of just like literal opulence. Like we have access to such opulence in the world, and I don't think it's gonna be, I don't know, that sounds kind of doomsday of me, but I don't think it's gonna be like around. City of Amber, yes! I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Oh my god, yes, that's what it was. Your makeup is fire. Thank you, Hannah. I watched thank you, Alicia. I did. I'm a 5'1". Okay, yeah. The first line makes sense. What was I gonna say? I asked ChatGPT what the best makeup would be for me based on my being a medium contrast, and I gave it my like skin color and my lip color and also my color analysis, and it recommended some really great products. ChatGPT is like the new Google, but better. Oh my god, we can talk about makeup all day. I started doing a Scorpio rising looked like a vampire. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like Scorpio makeup is anything that's like drastic, like a smoky eye or like a red lip, or even like maybe this could be considered like a little Scorpio too, because it's like a darker, like more drastic color. Like the lip color I had on earlier wasn't as like poppy. It blended more with my natural like palette or whatever. I look like that wannabe pop star on TikTok. I don't know who that is. Oh my god, yes, I'm working on changing my beliefs of my subconscious mind. Amazing! Yeah, I witnessed that fucking a lot of people up in relationships. A lot. Is like, especially if they're repeating the same story, like, I'll never meet somebody, it's so hard, blah, 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 blah. That's gonna fuck you up. When people try to tell you astrology is evil, what do you say? Nobody tells me that. I don't talk to those people. An acquaintance invited me on their podcast like before I left the US, and they asked the same question. They were like, what do you say to people who like you talk about human design to, but they like don't believe it or whatever? And I was like, I don't talk to them about it. Like, I'm not here to convince anybody to talk to me about something or to believe in something that they obviously don't want to. Like, that sounds like a waste of time. Let's just talk about something else. Or I'll go find my people somewhere else. I did an elevated Virgo moon look. Ooh, what is that? Thank you, Bliss. Yeah, Libra moon giving me a glow. Yes, moon in the first house. I'm loving ChatGPT too. Yeah, I literally ask it everything. And I was telling my mom about it last night, and she doesn't understand what ChatGPT is. And I was like, it's a robot, but it's better than Google. Like, it knows things, and it will help me with things. I'll have it analyze text conversations. I'll have it, like, if I'm in, like, I don't know, like, need to, like, when I left London, I left early, and so I asked it to come up with, like, something to message my Airbnb host to get a refund. And I asked it to analyze this, like, conversation I had with this girl who was trying to reach back out to me after, like, 3 years of not talking, and, like, how to analyze that. And I honestly, it's like a therapist to me sometimes, because I'll be like, Was I wrong for saying this? Was I wrong for like setting this boundary? And it's like, no. It's like, no. I'm loving that gold eyeshadow. Thank you. Very Taurian. Yes, absolutely. Tharmiga is a Taurus rising. Ooh, I love Taurus risings. My mom is a Taurus rising. Oh my god, yes, I love the Astra app. Okay. I've heard a lot of people talking about that. I never used it. Whenever I've tried to ask astrology things to AI, well, I've only used ChatGPT, but whenever I've asked it astrology things, it is either like really, really basic in what it tells me, or it's like, it gets transits wrong and I have to correct it. And that's just like, I could just do this myself. Why am I even talking to you at this point? If you're going to get everything wrong. So I kind of gave up on astrology AI. But that's cool that it helped you. I say, may the power of Christ compel me. In the South, most of the Hicks considering astrology the same as witchcraft. It's super taboo. Oh. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, they'll say it's taboo and then they'll read their horoscope in like the magazine. So I don't know. I haven't lived in the South in a really, really, really long time. And I hate it every time I go back. Because it's such a culture shock from where I've lived in the US the past 10 years. But I don't know. I feel like friends I've made who still live there, like, are into astrology and don't have that view of it. And there's also like, I don't know, certain places where it's more, people are more open about it. But yeah, if you're talking to like super, I don't even know. Because I have a lot of religious friends too, and they're not like closed off about it. So I don't know. Cancer Sun, Libra Moon, Leo Rising. Ooh. Playful and like sweet. That's what that's giving. Do you think it's impossible to get a good astrology reading without my exact birth time? Depends on what, yeah. Depends on what the birth time you have is. Like if you only have a range or if you don't have one at all, like that makes it impossible. If you have a range, just depends on what changes. But yeah, it definitely makes it harder. I'm a Libra Venus in 11th house. I spoke to someone online almost 3 years together. Oh, that's amazing. Someone I knew would take screenshots of our conversation to win arguments with me. What? Return to sender. Return to sender or transmute the energy? Yeah, y'all have the power. Like, nobody can do anything to you without your consent. Especially energetically. My therapist, my navigator, my lifeline. Yeah. Thank you, Escape with Salem. I'm obsessed with makeup right now. It's my Manny Jen side quest currently. My current Manny Jen side quest is Sephora. Gemini Sun, Virgo Rising, Sag Moon. Ooh, born under a full moon. Born under a full moon. Thank you, Estella. Love you too. Libra Sun, Gemini Moon, Scorpio Rising. I feel like we have a lot of Gemini, Libra, Sag energy. Scorpio, Virgo energy too. 3/4 sugar and 1/4 spice. I relate to that. Gemini Sun, Aries Moon. Scorpio rising. Okay. Sun. Wait. Scorpio rising. Yeah, Sun in the 8th house, right? You mentioned liking Saturn in your 7th. When did I say that? I don't have Saturn in the 7th. Did I say that on a video or something? I know a few friends with Saturn in the 7th. And I feel like it really, well, okay, there's two sides to it, as with everything. The shadow side is that those people can overgive in their relationships, to the point where they overextend themselves and like produce disharmony in their lives. But the good side of that is they can really like push through adversity or like hiccups in within relationships. That's how I see it. I mean, anywhere you have Saturn, that's gonna it's gonna bring that energy of discipline and commitment, and like you can really withstand a lot there. What if the person says they're born on midnight? No, you put midnight. Or like 12:02 a.m. What do I like about Mani-Gens? I like that I am one. I like that we're like a jack of all trades. And we're really masters at a lot of different things. Thank you, Kay Bestman. Appreciate you. Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Taurus, Rising, Sag. Ooh, fun. I'm a Sag Moon and Taurus Sun. I love Aquarius, Taurus combinations. On Instagram for location. Oh, for relocation chart? I think Boulder has that for you. Oh yeah, because I'm a Virgo rising in Boulder. Yeah, I think I'm remembering that now. I think I just said that I like that. Because I do. It's favors like marriage in that area. Erica says, I knew I liked you. Why is that? Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Scorpio rising. Ooh, we got a new moon in the 7th house. I still want to know what an elevated Virgo moon look is. What would a Virgo makeup look be? Like a natural, like very soft. Sag and Taurus. Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm a Sag Moon and Taurus Sun and Libra rising. Pinky says I'm literally a triple Cancer. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm excited for Pluto and Aquarius, especially for the indie artists. Yeah, I feel that. The next, 20 years from now, the world is going to be so different. And I mean, really just think back to how, I was in high school, so I didn't really have much perspective on how the world is. 15 years ago in 2008 when Pluto first moved into Capricorn. But I do remember vastly the the recession and the housing crash. But then I was literally just starting high school, so I didn't have much awareness of what was going on. I mean, we have seen the rise of celebrities for sure in that time period. And really like entrepreneurship. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like entrepreneurship really wasn't ever talked about back then. Like nobody ever was talking about like, oh, you start a business and like build wealth for yourself and like fuck the man, fuck the systems, like fuck the, college and whatever. Like back then the mindset was very much still like go to college and get a degree and blah, blah, blah. Have job security. And now it feels like that's not the case anymore. But again, I don't know if that's just like because I literally live that existence. I see it more. And that might just be a Pluto and Aquarius foreshadowing also. Hi, Mary. I'm an Aries Sun, Leo rising, Cap Moon. Ooh, okay. 1-3 generator. Ooh, I'm a 1-3 profile too. We are the detectives. We are detectives. I feel like a lot of people aren't online right now. Like in general, like on social media. I feel like people are really going through stuff right now because of the Mars-Pluto opposition. I'm a Libra rising. A Libra rising. Venus ruled. It has been heavy, yeah. No, for sure. For me, and I've been talking about this on my Instagram a lot and to my Instagram subscribers, and then I have a private community off of social media that I'm so grateful for. I've been talking about it a lot in there as well, like how this Mars-Pluto thing is showing up for me. And I think I've also been talking about it in my emails. If you get my emails and my astrology time updates, which I'm still doing, by the way, just Pluto thing is showing up for me. And I think I've also been talking about it in my emails. If you get my emails and my astrology time updates, which I'm still doing, by the way, just through email because I don't have my astro board. It's literally in a storage unit in the US right now, in the US. But the way it's been showing up for me is like my home and my career, which makes sense. Pluto moved back into my 4th house and Mars is in my 10th house. Thankfully it's not, well, it is on my Uranus and Capricorn. But other than that, it's not affecting anything else, thankfully. It's been, other than that, it's not affecting anything else, thankfully. It's been like a war between wanting to like build things in my career over the summer to launch and to like share with y'all like new offers and things that complete my career over the summer to launch and to like share with y'all like new offers and things that completely just like hit a wall right before I came to Europe. And it, man, now looking back on it, it's like, oh, that's what that was. Like Pluto back in my 4th house, opposite things in my 10th house, like a war oscillation between like my home and my literal like roots and my career. And so far since then, the focus has been like on moving out of that home that I was in Colorado, putting all my stuff in storage, and then coming to Europe for 2 months. And I thought I was going to be over here for 3 months, but I want to be home because I need my roots back. I need my like foundation back, so that I can really like do things in my career. Like that's what I want to be doing right now. And like it's been great to travel and things and like see new places and like learn more French and become more confident in speaking French, but also I miss my home and I miss like my roots and my foundation that I had. So that's how I'm speaking French, but also I miss my home and I miss like my roots and my foundation that I had. The energy feels like hermit mode. Yeah, totally. Sam is a 6'2". Ooh, yeah. Yeah, model hermit. Yeah. A lot of my friends are 6'2" profiles. Why did I open this up? What was I going to look at? I forgot. Why did I open this up? What was I going to look at? I forgot. I forgot what I was doing, but that's fine. That's the way of the manifesting generator. I forgot what I was doing, but that's fine. That's the way of the manifesting generator. Ice Spice being a Capricorn and Pluto retrograding 29 degrees and about to enter Pluto. Wait, this makes me want to look up her chart. Ice Spice chart. Didn't she like just get famous and then she like is like not famous anymore or something? Something happened? Or people like, I don't know, didn't like her or something. But I also saw a like tweet about how Matt Rife, you know that guy who was like bashing astrology, the comedian dude, and he like made that joke about like domestic violence or whatever, and like people were like canceled him last year, I think it was. I just saw a tweet that his net worth doubled in the last year. And the person was like, this goes to show you that there really is no thing as bad press. And I was like, oh my God. Like, great example of that, but also that's kind of terrible. Sun, Taurus, me too. Oh my God, and you're also Libra rising, cool. Found out I'm a 1/3 projector thanks to your content. Amazing. Did you get a personalized interpretation of your human design chart from my website? And I told you all about it. Like a preview for celebs ending with Ice Spice, especially with no talent. Yeah. Okay, here comes TikTok. Make me prove I'm not a robot. Happens every live. Aries with Virgo rising 5'2" profile. MG. Oh my God, I love that. 5'2s are super rare. I rise out of my coffin every Scorpio season. That's so funny. Wait, Sam, what is your sun sign again? Let me go see if I can. Are you Pisces? So let's see. How did I ask the question? Sun, moon. Yeah. Are you Pisces? Because I have this theory, this running hypothesis that people who were born under Pluto being direct, like if Pluto is direct in your chart, it's not retrograde, then you like thrive when Pluto is direct in the sky. Pluto just went direct. And it's direct for 6 months out of every year. It's retrograde for 6 months out of every year. And I have Pluto retrograde in my chart. And I feel like my like worst months are when Pluto is retrograde. And then my like best months are when Pluto is... Wait, I think I just said that backwards. My worst months are when Pluto is direct. And my best months are when Pluto is retrograde. Because that's what I have in my chart. Hey Sarah, Libra rising, Cancer sun, Virgo moon. Oh, you have a 10th house sun. I love 10th house suns. Hi Yasmin, Cancer, Aquarius. Done human design, but don't understand it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a whole other language. I was talking about that in my Q&A tonight that I do in my private community. And one of the women was saying that like they're really into astrology and they always have been, but human design is kind of like, it doesn't like stick. And I was mirroring that and saying that, yeah, it's a whole other language to learn because everything is different. Like the planets are the same. And if you know astrology, it helps. But the only thing that's really the same is the planets. Everything else is kind of a different language. She's Sheesh says, yes, I did. Oh, yay, you got your personal interpretation. Yay. The chart was so helpful. Yay. I love my human design interpretation, like my report, the report that you can get for your chart. I love that thing so much. I love they all also love it. Because it took me like 2 years to build it, to put it together. And someone commented on one of my Instagram posts the other day that they got theirs and they loved it and they were really like thankful, and I was like, I'm so happy. And then I remembered like, oh my god, I used to do those by hand, and now they're automated. Like you just put in your birth information, you get your human design chart, you purchase one, and it gets sent to your email. Like it's automated now. But I literally used to hand type them. And I had like a 2-week wait time. And it took me a literal like 90 minutes to do each one. Because I had to like pull the information and type it out for whatever was going on in the person's chart. And yeah. But I saved all that information, and that's what is now in the personalized report. Is stuff that I hand typed about everything. Someone asked if like some of it sounded like AI because there was like a typo or something, and I was like, if anything, that tells you that I hand typed all this stuff because there's a typo. Yes, Pisces sun. Okay, Sam is a Pisces sun. Okay, that makes sense. Because you were born under Pluto direct. So when Pluto is direct, you probably start to like feel better and like emerge. Yeah, Pluto's direct in my natal chart. And in the first house, that makes so much sense. It's like you reemerge. Arts for witches. Virgo rising, Libra sun. Love. Does that put your sun in the second house? Yep. I know I'm a manifesting generator, says Yasmin, and I can tell that, but I'd love to learn more. Yeah, the personal interpretation, if you haven't gotten one, from astrologyhumandesign.com. That's my website. You get your human design chart there, and you can purchase the report. It's $25, and it will tell you all about everything. I'm also a manifesting generator, and learning that was so confirming. Like, it was so, like, I feel seen. I finally feel like there's a reason that I am the way that I am, and, like, I just feels confirmed that, like, it's okay to be that way. Yeah, it was really amazing learning about my stuff for the first time. So I love paying that forward. I have trouble finding free resources to study human design. I wanted to learn so bad. Well, my videos, my content. The reason it's not free is because of how human design was passed down. Basically, the guy who passed it down to us passed away in 2011, and his family has kind of like, and the people that trained under him have kind of like gate kept the information, and they've made it like this whole school and this whole like thing that is very like kind of Pluto and Capricorn-esque. Like, oh, you have to pay us like thousands of dollars and like be certified and then like take this one level to take the next level and like learn more, blah, blah, blah. It's like this whole like tiered system. So that's why it's not readily available for free. But honestly, free is not really what you want, because a lot of astrology information is free, and is that really truly helpful? I have made a lot of my resources sharing human design information super affordable. Like my human design ebook, I think is like $15 or $20, and it will tell you every single thing about human design. And then my personalized interpretation, like is personalized for your chart, is $25. And then I have classes going deeper in my membership and stuff, that my membership's $15 a month. But yeah, I mean, that's why it's not free. What else was I gonna... Oh, there is free stuff. There is a lot of free stuff you can find I never took any other human design course. I didn't learn from anybody really, except the founder. So the founder, who taught a lot of classes and lectures while he was alive on human design. And you can find those for free. You just kind of got to know what to search for on Google. But you can find them. They're out there. His lectures and stuff. They're just impossible to sort through. They're impossible to understand. But it can be done if you want to do it for free, which again, it's like you either invest money to learn from somebody who's like done all the research. And me personally, I did that research for like 3 years and then I simplified everything. And I put it all in my ebooks and my courses and everything. And then, or you can invest money, or you can invest your time to find and sort through the information that is free. But it's not easy. It's like finding needles in a haystack. The most interesting parts of human design to me are the environment and digestion. Yeah, no, literally, that's when I learned about that. So I made this friend through social media who knew more about human design than I did at the time. And we were just talking about that one day and I was like, wait, what is that? Blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, it's this. And that blew my mind. That's when I was like, oh, human design is on to something. Like, this is some real shit. Because my environment is caves and my digestion is indirect. So like I'm a night owl and that's how I've been my whole life, except so my first business was health and fitness. And in the health and fitness world, they tell you like, oh, it's not good for you to eat at night. It's not good to like to stay up late. Like you need to go to bed at 9 p.m. and wake up at 5 a.m. Like what the fuck? Hated that. And then learning that in my human design that I'm supposed to be a night owl, it blew my mind because I've always gravitated towards that. But thought it was wrong. And yeah, that information is my favorite part of human design, is the variables stuff. Which I put all of that I've learned. My God, talk about human design being hard to learn. The variables. It's so hard to find that stuff. So I made an ebook on the human design variables. And I put all of that in my variables bundle as well. All of that's linked in my bio. That teaches you environment, digestion, cognition. It literally goes into every single variable. All the deeper stuff in human design. And nutrition as well, because there's nutrition aspects to what gates you have and what channels you have in your chart. There's like a nutritional correlation to all of that stuff. Super cool. Do you have any advice for someone who's trying to start their own astrology business? Yeah, I'll be doing a course on that soon. It'll be called Get Paid for Your Gifts, because I have done that for myself and it really just was creating content and putting it out into the world for years. I never like I really just didn't shut up about astrology. Whoever would listen to me, I would talk to about astrology, and that's how it built itself. Oh my God, love that backstory of the work put into it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I learned astrology and human design. I spent about 2 years doing nothing else but studying it and sharing it with people. A lot of people came to me for readings, and that's like what led me to build a website, and that's what led me to start sharing on TikTok, and that's what led me to start a podcast, and also share on Instagram. And so just share wherever you feel called, and it will build itself. Sarah, do you know Sam? I never know how to pronounce his last name. The guy from Outlander. I did a whole, I did a blog post about him and Claire's chart because their birth information is actually like in the show. And so I pulled their birth charts, and it is crazy how accurate it is. But yeah, he's also a Libra, or Taurus Sun, Leo Rising, Scorpio Moon. It's so fitting. Oh, I love astrology. Yasmin says, I will. Okay, cool. Hey, lovely. I might have joined at a neg time. What do you mean? Your membership is so helpful. Oh, yay! Pain also makes people actually take accountability and commit. Yeah, no, for sure. The full human design chart is well worth $25 to anyone ordering. Oh, thank you. I found out I have a Cancer stellium. I'm a Taurus. Someone told me I'm basically a Cancer. Well, yeah, it kind of like is a prominent energy for you. Like I have a lot in Taurus, but I also have a lot in Scorpio. So they're both like prominent energies for me. I'm so the opposite. I thrive at 5. Like 5 a.m. Girl, I'm like 3 hours into sleep at 5 a.m. The incarnation cross is so interesting to me and the most challenging at the moment. Yeah. I eventually am really excited to like talk about the incarnation crosses more, but oh my god, there's so many of them. There's literally like 200 or something different incarnation crosses. But if you've taken the life purpose class in the video library, that kind of walks you through what to look at. And I just recommend doing it like one step at a time. Like, okay, what gate is my conscious sun in? Like, look into that, and then move on to the next thing. But yeah, one step at a time. Because honestly, that's 1/4 of your incarnation cross, but it's really like one of the most important aspects of it. Like I have sun in gate 24, which gate 24 is the gate of rationalization. It's about going over and over and over things to learn deeper, because I have like the patience to repeat things and to like read things over and over. And this is how I like condensed human design into the teachings that I have, the ebooks and the courses. Like this is literally how I learned human design and condensed it into like simplistic, digestible ways for y'all to learn it, because I literally, in reading Raw's transcripts and things from classes he taught in the early 2000s, had to like read over those things like 100 times, because the way that Raw taught human design, he would like say one thing about something and then he would go off on a tangent. And like most of his transcripts, I'm reading them, and so it's like, oh my god, okay, he was just talking about like guilt motivation, for example, and then he goes off on a tangent for like 6 pages, says nothing really about guilt motivation, and then changes the subject and talks about another motivation or something else in human design. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like literally, like I'm like me in gate 24, having sun in gate 24, it's like the only energy that could handle that. Because I was like going over and over and over and over and it again to pull out the like tidbits that actually made sense, that I could simplify to teach. So that is a big part of my incarnation cross, because your sun and earth make up your incarnation cross. The gates that your sun and earth are in. So, and that's mine, 24.1, which is 24 is the gate of repetition, rationalization, and the first line is investigation. So yeah. I barely even talked about that in the life purpose class. I filmed it so long ago, I don't remember if I did or not. Leo, Sun, Scorpio, Rising, Aquarius, Moon. Ooh, we got that fixed energy. Got that fixed energy. Wait, where did that comment go? Taurus, Sun, Sag, Moon, same. And Taurus, Rising, wow. 24MG, rad. Thank you. What I've taken from mine overall is I'm here to embrace being a brat. Left angle cross of defiance. Okay, yeah. 2-1. How are we supposed to understand our Saturn return? Your profile changes from 2-4 to 6-2? Oh shit. I have a class on Angelica, are you in my membership? Because I have a class on like reading your human design Saturn return chart in there. Hey Avia, this makeup is gorgeous on you. Thank you. I've been really obsessed with Sephora lately. It's my new side what is that called? Side quest. Thank you, Angelica. Thank you guys. Oh my god. Let me look at my Saturn return human design chart right now, because I know that in my Saturn return chart, let me look at my Saturn return human design chart right now, because I know that in my Saturn return chart am an emotional authority, which I've really been feeling in my Saturn return. Like just it seems like the last, so my Saturn return started in March, and I really felt like since then, and that's when my Saturn return chart like is pulled from, like the exact day of it. And I really feel like since then I have had that energy that my Saturn return chart is. Does this make sense? Let me figure out how to find it, because Genetic Matrix changed all their fucking shit. Foundation, transit, quantum. Why did they change all this? Connections and transit, cycles, maybe cycles. Yes. Saturn return, first return. Okay. So that's how it's been showing up for me. And I talk about this in the Saturn return class. That's in my private community. Like I have had this emotional authority since then, and I've really been learning how to slow down when it comes to making decisions. And any like drastic decisions I've made have really kind of which is not good for emotional authorities. Like they're not meant to make super drastic spontaneous decisions. Like they're meant to sit with something until they feel clear about it. And so I've been feeling that since March when my Saturn return peaked, of like I need to just really like sit with things before I drastically decide something. So yeah, that's how that's showing up for me. But my profile didn't change with my Saturn return. If yours does, then it probably just will bring up those themes of like maybe you stepping more into a role model role, however that shows up for you. How do you sign up for the membership? I think it's in my bio link. I think it's called membership community in there. Just look for where it says membership community. It's called membership community in there. Just look for where it says membership community. And that's where I've taught tons of private classes in there on astrology and human design. And then I do a weekly Q&A that's live, and it's like a Zoom call. So we get to see each other and we get to talk in real time, and I love it. It's so fun to connect with y'all in there. Yeah, it's called membership community. It's like the third thing down in my link in bio. Connect with y'all in there. Yeah, it's called membership community. It's like the third thing down in my link in bio. Yes. Hi Kelsey, can I ask how to connect more to a certain placement? Taurus Sun. Hi Kelsey, can I ask how to connect more to a certain placement? Taurus Sun. Sag Moon, Libra Rising. Wait, we're the same big three? Aries, Venus, but never related to my Venus. Well, it's in your 7th house, so you probably attract people who have that energy. I mean, it's also your chart ruler, so I think that's a big lesson for Libra risings, especially Libra risings with Aries placements, is how to really integrate being more direct, being more, really just being more direct and being more action oriented, because any Libra placements, but especially Libra risings, tend to struggle with like indecision and what is that? Like analysis paralysis, because we don't know what to do, and then we think of like, oh, other people, like blah blah blah. But you really just have to learn how to act on shit and be more direct, be more, what is the right word I'm looking for? Like assertive. That's not the right word. I don't know. Learning French has made my English slower. Abigail says 1-3 emotional manifester is me. Yep. Taurus rising, Leo moon, Virgo sun. Amazing. I love following you. Yay, Brooke. Thanks. I want to prioritize getting an individual reading. Do it. They're so fun. We have the same big three. Yeah, I'm a Libra rising, Taurus sun, Sag moon. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's been the biggest thing for me as a Libra rising, is like, oh my God, just being more decisive. That's it. That's the word. Decisive. It's been coming up a lot lately, especially today with that moon in Libra, the moon being in Libra right now and it being over the South Node. Like, it was coming up today where I was feeling really indecisive about shit. Like at Sephora, I was like, like there's so many options. There's so many options for lip color, and I'm so new to this world, and like, I don't know. And so I just asked people for help. That's how I cure my indecision at Sephora today. Take initiative, yeah. Scorpio sun and rising with a Sag moon. Ooh, I know. Feel free to roast me. Well, you probably roast yourself, so. Sag sun, Scorpio moon, Taurus rising. Oh, Anna Manny Jen. That's awesome, Kristen. Wait, are you in my membership? Because I feel like you should be, so we can connect and be friends. I love those placements. Oh my God, that's so cool. I've never met anyone with the same big three. Yeah. Yeah. I need to reapply my lip stuff. Cap, sun, Gemini, moon, Virgo, rising. What is Arcana for? You did not need to call me out like that. You asked for it. What do you mean? You literally said, feel free to roast me. Do you think I was not going to take that bait? I'm a Sag moon. I'm a Sag moon too. We're the roasters. Like, I'm pretty sure that show, what was it called? Was it literally just called Roast? No. Comedy Central Roast? Whatever that show was. I feel like Comedy Central had to be invented by a Gemini or a Sag. But that roast show is definitely like Sag Gemini energy. Amplified. Ooh, I see, but that lip color looks good on you. Thank you. Your eyeshadow slays too. Thanks. I've been having fun with it. ChatGPT has helped a lot. And then just going to Sephora and be like, what do I like? What do I like? And then watching a lot of YouTube videos, and this one girl was like, you can't mess up. You just put more on, or you just blend it better, or you just choose a different color to put over it, but you can't mess up. And that really helped. Oh, sorry, Mishmash, Human Design, and Destiny Matrix. Oh, yeah, I don't know what Arcana is. There's so many things now. There's so many, like, systems. ChatGPT, yeah, no, literally, I gave ChatGPT my color analysis, my contrast level, And I also gave it like literal, like my skin color and my lip color and my eye color. And I asked it, what's the best? What do you recommend? What's the best high quality makeup for me? And it gave me recommendations. And it recommended this this one lip shade that I'm obsessed with. I'm an 8th house Gemini Mars. Oh, wow. Yeah. The roasting and the sarcasm. No, I feel that. Ooh, color analysis. Yeah. It was free because I asked ChatGPT. I have been wanting to go to a person, but I don't know. I'm a 1-3 profile, so I really like to do things myself, and I have Mars in Aries, so I really love to do things myself and just figure it out for myself. But I do see these people on TikTok all the time who do it, and I have been wanting to get a session, but I also feel like at this point I've kind of figured it out. What's your take on Pluto transit natal? Wait. Pluto transit conjunct natal Neptune. Read it happens to everybody in their 20s. Yeah, it's already happened to me. Let me see what was going on when I had mine. I thought you meant in person. LOL, did you agree with the ChatGPT results? Yeah, because I gave it, I literally took, so, well, my friend walked me through how to do this. They like took a picture of me, no makeup and natural light, and we put that picture in Canva, and then we took like the colors from different areas of my face and gave it all to ChatGPT, and it told me what color analysis. It gave me a color analysis. I heard color analysis is subjective anyways. Yeah. Yeah, could be. Because, you know, everyone has their, like, opinions on what looks good on someone versus something else. You already look good, to be honest. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's the Libra rising in me, but in the Taurus sun, but I've always had this, like innate like for colors and things that are good for me and, like, that I like. And ChatGPT just, like, when I had to do the color analysis, it just, like, confirmed it. It was like, oh, I already like those colors, and I already, like, typically only buy those colors. The only thing that I, like, switched up was how much black I was wearing and buying. Like, I was, like, a total, like, wear black all the time person, because I'm a Taurus. I get food on my clothes a lot. So I was like, black's the best for that. And then it was like, black doesn't look good on you. And I was like, oh. Well, shit. So that's really the only thing I had to stop doing. Let me see. Okay, Pluto and Neptune. Let's look at this. Current transits, and we're going to go back to okay, so Pluto was at 27 degrees Capricorn in 2021. So, oh my God, that might have been when I was in a lot of, like, when I was in, like, an abusive relationship. Let me see. Yeah. 20. Yeah, when Pluto went over my Saturn and Jupiter were there, so I don't know if I can give unbiased advice, because that also influenced it. Let me see. Oh my God, yeah. Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn were all on my Neptune and Uranus at the same time. This was at the end of 2020. Okay, yeah, that's when I almost moved to LA, and then I hated it. And then I moved back to Colorado because my toxic ex-lover wanted me to move back. And I was like, well, if you let me live with you, I'll move back. And then he let me live with him, and it was awful. And then after, like, 2 months of that, I was like, I can't do this anymore. That's what was happening when Pluto was on my Neptune. My daughter's a Taurus and she's the messiest eater. We're literally like, we're just enjoying the food. We're not. What do you think about sidereal? I don't love it. Hi, Elizabeth. Sag, Sun, Taurus, Moon, Libra, Rising. Oh, that's so cool. We're like kind of twinsies. My daughter is an Aquarius Sun, 0 degrees with Pluto conjunct. 28 degrees Cap Moon also. Oh, wow. Taurus Sun, Cap Moon, Libra Rising. Oh, cool. Alex Moon. Wait, were you born in 94? What do you think about Pluto sitting on someone's midheaven? Someone just asked me that in my private community because there's a forum where you can ask questions, and I post in there a lot too about personal transits that are going on for me, like personal experiences, and I've been sharing all about my dating experiences and their charts in there and the transits. And someone recently asked, because they're gonna have Pluto going over their midheaven soon. It's like on their moon right now, and then they're gonna have it going over their midheaven when it moves back into Aquarius. So I don't know. I would say like generally, if it's not touching anything else, I would say like transformation with your image, your reputation. Oh, you're semi-retired? Okay. Maybe wanting to go like get out of retirement, or I don't know, just start a fun like side hustle. Something like that. I don't know. It also depends on like what's going on in your personal life. Oh God, well I have this transit when Pluto will be at 3 degrees Aquarius in your 6th house. The on Neptune transit? Oh, you were born 99, Alex Moon. Okay. I was gonna say if you were born 94, you were probably born like 2 days after me. Or even 1 day after me, because I'm a late degree Sag Moon. If I had been born the next day, I would be a Cat Moon. Which is crazy to think about. Alyssa is a reflector? That's so cool. You're a unicorn. You're a rarity. Pisces Sun, Scorpio Moon, Gemini Rising. Love it. Some of my really good friends are Gemini Risings. I love like mutable. It's probably because I'm a mutable moon, but I love mutable rising signs. I know a lot of them. Yes, the Pluto Neptune. Okay. Yeah, Pluto's transits are really slow, and they start to feel just like, oh, this is real life. Like, this is just my life, because they last so long. They're the longest lasting transits of any other transit. And so it's such a deep transformation that it starts to feel like this is just how it is. Like when I was in that period when Pluto was moving over my Neptune and my Uranus, like I was in such a like existential crisis with housing because it was in my 4th house, and with that like narcissistic ex-lover that I had, situationship, which I don't like to use the word situationship, but that's what it was, because he never wanted to define anything. Whenever I asked him to define anything, it was like, what do you mean? Like, just complete bullshit. So, which is like Neptune themes, like being really, I talked about this in the couple analyses that I did for the different Love is Blind relationships of this season. If y'all haven't seen those, Neptune played a role in almost all of those relationship dynamics, where the person was being like literally veiled from the true behavior of what was going on. And I think an experiment like Love is Blind is the perfect place for that to occur, because you can't see the person's mannerisms. You can't see their their face when they're talking about things. You literally can only hear their words, and so it makes someone very susceptible to manipulation, because people can say whatever they want, especially if you're not watching them say whatever they want. Like, they can just say whatever the fuck that they want. So that's very Neptunian is being diluted, being, having a veil over what's real, what's true, and that's how I very much felt during that time, was like, I don't know what's fucking real, because this person is telling me all of these things, but then when we're together, like, it's still not enough, and like blah blah blah. And so I very much felt diluted, and it started to feel like real life, because that was like a 3-year long thing that would be on for 3 or 4 months, and then we wouldn't talk for 3 or 4 months, and then when it was over, it was like the biggest. The veil has lifted, the rain has gone, and this is who you are and what you want. It was like the biggest clarity. I don't know how else to describe it, but looking back, I'm really grateful that all happened, because it taught me what to watch out for and what to very, very so clearly see in other people. Like all of these people that are saying, like, one example from Love is Blind this season, that are saying like Tim was fine and Alex was really the problem, and blah blah blah, like her apartment was so messy and blah blah blah. I'm sorry, y'all don't see his behavior? Like, I guess that's something you really have to like have been through to understand, but the way he was talking to her, the way he was, that classic like narcissist manipulation. That's covert. People that a heavy influence energy with Neptune can manipulate you before you get suspicious. No, yeah, exactly. And then you're not even like in tune with your own intuition at that point. It's really, really sneaky. It's sneaky. Heather is a Scorpio sun, Aquarius moon. Okay, Sag rising. Love it. Britt is in Aries sun, Libra rising, Sag moon. Oh my god, we're kind of like sun sisters and twins and everything else. I'm a Taurus sun, Libra rising, Sag moon. Aries sun, Pisces moon, Aries rising. Love it. 3-5 emotional generator. I love that. One of my really good friends is a 3-5 emotional generator, and y'all are such like bundles of light. Such bundles of light. Oh no, actually I forgot. Pluto will also can be conjunct my South Node. Oh wow. It could be just a lot of past life stuff. I didn't mean to say past life. There's something there. What did I mean to say? Past people, past issues resurfacing for you to really fully clear them. Cat moon is not a good placement. Why? I love cat moons. Y'all get shit done. Sag sun, Cancer moon, Scorpio rising, a lot of emotions. Yeah. I am excited for Pluto going into Aquarius. Honestly, this past however long it's been since Pluto has been in Capricorn again, it's September 1st. It's only been like 2 months almost. It's felt like a damn fever dream. It reminds me of that Tame Impala song that's like, it feels like we always go backwards. Don't you think it's always about past lives anyway? Yeah. They definitely play a role. Taurus sun, Libra moon, Leo rising. I love it. I'm also a Taurus sun. I'm a Libra rising. Libra rising. So sick of Pluto and Cap, yeah. Yes, ready for change. We are all collectively ready for it. Well, those of us that are in tune anyway. Taurus gang, AA. Taurus gang. Feels like we only go backwards. Baby. I feel like I'm not always in touch with my emotions. Yeah, I feel that. when my progressed moon was in Capricorn, I literally was just like work, 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 work. Like I didn't cry for 2 years while that was happening. I swear it was so hard to like feel emotions. Libra risings, how does it feel to be God's favorite? The aesthetic. I miss my house. I miss like my beautiful things, truly. I mean, I don't know, I'm just used to it. I don't love the stares all the time. Like the stares from people on the street, like literal strangers staring at me all the time. Libra, Taurus, Cancer, and Leo risings get that because the Leo and Cancer at least are luminaries. And then Libra and Taurus risings are ruled by Venus. There's no aesthetic, only indecisiveness. I don't know. I have yet to meet a Libra rising who doesn't look good. I cry like 2 times a year. Yeah, no, literally when my progressed moon was in Capricorn, I had to like make myself cry. I had to like listen to sad music, or I had to like watch a sad movie, or like watch a rom-com or like something. Cause it just like I just couldn't tune into it. It was crazy. But it was really great for my business. I will say that. She said I'm born this way. Yeah, you know, I overheard my mom talking to my grandma once at like one holiday that I actually went home because I usually never do. And I overheard her say like, oh, Kelsey looks good in anything. And I was just like, why have you never said that to me though? Why do I have to hear you say that to my grandma in the other room? Like, what? Here I was struggling with like confidence issues my whole life. And that's what you think of me. Yeah. But it just goes to show that other people see us so differently than how we see ourselves. Scorpio rising, Aries sun and moon. Ooh, got that Mars energy. Got that Mars energy, baby. Oh, well, TikTok updated because... Oh my god, I don't know how I got in there. TikTok Live is a crazy place. Is it? Huh. Okay. Well, it is now... It is now after midnight here, which is nuts. Libra sun, Libra rising, Sag moon. Oh my god, I love it. Scorpio sun, Libra moon. There's been so many people with Libra placements tonight. I love it. And Scorpio. Scorpio sun, Libra moon, Cancer rising. After midnight, après minuit. Après minuit. Oh my god, Mercury is opposite Uranus now. Scorpio, Venus, and Mercury. Ooh. Taurus, Sun, Cap, Moon, Sag, rising. Love it. What's everyone's human design? I feel like we were talking about that for a little bit and then we got away from it. Got away from it. Oh my god. There's so much opposition in the sky right now. I felt like I talked about that in my astrology time update for this week, but it was like so hard to pin down and talk about. Oh, we're gonna have Mercury trine Neptune. We might get messages through dreams the next 3-4 days. Where am I in France? I'm in Cannes. Cannes. Blah. Blah? You don't know what human design is? Welcome. 2-4 manifestor, the Hermity life. Yeah, I feel that. I know a lot of 2-4s, but y'all are so creative. Y'all are so creative and so like connected to people. Like every single freaking 2-4 I know, they're like, I'm like, oh, I'm looking for this, I need to find somebody that can help me with this. Oh, I know somebody. Y'all know so many people. And y'all feel like y'all don't, but you do. Yeah, I'm in the south of France. I'm getting married with my boyfriend, Scorpio sun. Wouldn't it be fiance? Y'all both have a Cap moon. That's good. Wait, is that... Oh, yeah, because you're a Taurus sun. Ooh, I ship Taurus and Scorpios. Jack of all trades. Okay. Let's look at the real quote, because I saw a TikTok about that once. And honestly, jacks of all trades are masters at a lot of different things. Did I Google the right thing? Jack of all trades. No, I did not Google the right thing. Jack of all trades. True quote. Google the right thing. Jack of all trades. No, I did not Google the right thing. Jack of all trades. True quote. It's like that Bible quote that people also like take out of context and they're like, oh, money is evil. But it's like the actual quote is like the love of money is evil or something, or the love of money above all else is evil or something like that. So let me find this real quote. Because it's been misconstrued and it's not. Yes! This is the real quote. Are you ready? A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. I love that much better. Because it's so true. It's like, I don't know, someone who's well-versed in a lot of things I would rather have in my life. And I would rather be, because that means I'm versatile. And that means like, oh, if a button falls off on my clothes, I can sew it back on because I know how to sew. And also, like, if someone needs directions at the train station, I can help them because I'm also good with directions. You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, I only know neuroscience. Just checked. Generator 1-3. Okay, you can get a personal interpretation of your chart from my website, and it will tell you all about it. Astrology, humandesign.com. I'm a 1-3 as well. I love being a 1-3. We're literally detectives. Like, we're personal investigators. We can find anything out. What brought me to France? I don't have an answer for that. I don't know. I've been learning French for a year. Je parle le français pour un année, pour un, and I don't know, I just wanted to experience it. The food, the people, I really vibe with the culture. Yeah, I wanted to become more confident in speaking French too. And then the Riviera just looked gorgeous, and it has not disappointed. I freaking love it down here. I'm not a native speaker, so sorry for my English. Oh, okay. What's your native language? That is so insightful. Thanks for that. Never proceeded that way. Yes! Yeah. Wait, let me read it again. Jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. I want to get that tattooed. No, just kidding. 5-1 manifesting generator. Cool. There's quite a few 5-1 profiles in my, they might all be manifesting generators too, in my private community. And it's so fun to connect with y'all in there. I love 5-1s. And like find common chart placements with people. Is it rare? No, 1-3 profile is one of the more common ones. But I will say that your human design chart is so unique. Like there's billions of combinations of human design charts. Because it's so much more complex and nuanced than astrology is. There's so many different combinations of human design. Like there was this one, I think, there was someone in my membership who was saying that they asked ChatGPT like how many different combinations of human design charts there could be. And the answer was more than has ever been alive on the planet, which is literally insane. So while some parts of your chart might not be like more rare, like a 1-3 profile is pretty common, being a generator is pretty common, but like what's in your chart is actually very, very, very rare. Thank you, L8. I appreciate that. Well, we have the best food, yeah. The food here is pretty great. Although I didn't realize like what French food was. Like I knew escargot and all the like, foie gras and like all the cliche things. But I didn't realize y'all had Caesar salad and like burgers and like French fries were super, super common. Because before I even came here, I learned that French fries are actually made, like they come from Belgium or something. And so I didn't realize like how like common they would be. And then I love Caesar salads. Like I've always fucking loved Caesar salad. And a steak frites, like that has been my favorite food since I was like I knew what steak was. Like that's my favorite food. And that's everywhere. Caesar salad is everywhere. Risotto is everywhere. I love risotto. What else? Burgers are everywhere. Tiramisu is everywhere. I love tiramisu. Like I love all the things that like I've always loved these things and they're everywhere. Like and then they're so hard to find in the US. Like all we have where I live in the US is like tacos, which I do kind of miss tacos, but I did find a Mexican restaurant tonight that I was really happy about. Even though it wasn't Mexican like I'm used to, it was still really good. But all we have where I'm in the US is like obviously American food and like the big chains and stuff. But mostly at like restaurants, it's like tacos, a lot of Mexican influence in the food in Colorado, and then I mean kind of like cuisine from all over, like Italian food. Yeah. Oh, you're from I never know how to say that. Czech Republic? Oh, Czechia. 6-2 profile, yeah. For you, what is this retrograde about? Which one? Hey, Marina! Okay, I want to ask your thoughts on Neil deGrasse's. I love him, but I don't agree with the 13th zodiac sign. I think that's complete bullshit. Like 360 degrees, the astrology chart divided by 12 being 30 degrees each makes sense. It makes sense. We bring 13 into the equation? No. What is even 360 divided by 13? Not 30. It's not an even number. 360 divided by 13 is 27.6. No. I mean, I've looked into it. Like when I first started that, like a few years ago or whatever, I looked into it, and apparently I'm not a Sag moon. I'm a like 13th sign moon. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But And everyday practical astrology, hell no. That's like saying Pluto isn't a planet to me. That's like the equivalent. Oh, I'm a 6-2, confirmed, yeah. 2-6 isn't a profile. There's only 12 different combinations. And all the ones that start with a 2 are either a 2-4 or a 2-5. And this is because of geometry. This is because of, I talk about this in my human design course, but this is because of where the sun and it's very complicated to explain if you're new to human design. But in human design, you have 2 charts. You have your unconscious and you have your conscious. And the profile comes from your conscious sun and your unconscious sun. And your unconscious chart, so this is why there's like, when you pull up your human design chart, there's 2 boxes with planets and numbers, right? The symbols of the planets and the numbers. Like there's 2 rows on either side. Or there's 1 row on either side, there's 2. And this is because there's 2 sets of data that is pulled to get your human design chart. So the one set, again, comes from your conscious chart, what you know of as your astrology chart. The second set of data comes from your unconscious astrology, which is the date, like 88 days before you were born. And that is, in the world of human design, what is theorized to be the date that your soul is like born into your body, like your soul comes into your body, or starts to like merge with your body, like 3 months before you're born, basically. So that's why there's those 2 sets of data. And then for your profile in human design, like it comes from both of those, like your conscious sun and your unconscious sun. And basically there can only like mathematically be a certain amount of combinations, like, so that's why you're given that profile, and that's why there's only certain ones. Like you won't ever see a 6-1 profile. You won't ever see a 6-5 profile, because mathematically, like geometrically, it's not possible for somebody to be that profile, because where the conscious sun has to sit in that 6th line. And so the unconscious sun can only ever sit in the 2nd line or the 3rd line while the sun is in the 6th line. So I know that might be a little like a lot, but that's why. You won't ever see like a 2-6 profile or a 2-1 profile, or like there's only a certain set that can exist. Tell us about all the desserts and fromage. J'adore les fromages. I need to go to like a cheese shop and get cheese, because the best cheese I had was at this Michelin star restaurant in Italy. Oh my God. A lot of it was from France, and it was so good. And then I flew Air France on the plane over here, and they gave us cheese. Oh my God, it was so good. I love cheese. But cheese is like in everything. Like I got this like a salade niçoise, which is like the local region salad, and it had a ton of Parmesan in it. It was so good. The desserts are really great. I had this pistachio creme brulee in Paris. That was really, really good. Other than that, I've been mostly sticking to like, and then last night I had this passion fruit cheesecake. It was so good. But I mean, like, I love food, and I love good food, and I find that wherever I go. Bread is especially good here, yeah. And the croissants, c'est très bon. Très, très bon. They're so good if you find the right croissants. Oh my God, I had this croissant citron, which is like a lemon croissant. Or no, maybe it was, no, I'm pretty sure citron is, lemon. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. It had like this lemon filling in it. And that's from a bakery like right down the street. And yeah, the baguettes are amazing. Like they're soft, and they're like, you can just tell they're fresh. Like all of the baguettes you can get, even at Whole Foods, I used to work at Whole Foods, and like, spoiler, all the bread is, none of it is baked in house. None of it. It's all par baked, which means it's partially baked, and then it gets shipped frozen, and then they bake it in the store. Like, they finish baking it in the store, but it's not fresh. You know what I mean? I love ratatouille. Is that an actual type of food? Because I haven't seen that anywhere. I see tagliatelle a lot. I think it's what it said. I think that's what it is. No, I didn't move. I've just been here for 6 weeks, and I'll be here for 2 more weeks. Or 3 more weeks. As a Taurus, my besties were also always Taurus. Oh, yeah. No, totally. And Netflix and chillin'. Like, my Taurus friend, we would always just, like, be like, okay, let's go chill in your bed, and, like, what shows do we want to watch? we would just, like, lay in bed or on the couch and watch Netflix. Hi, Natalia. Thank you. No, it's 88 days before your birth. I talk about this in my human design ebook. If you have my ebook, I think it's titled Learn Astrology and Human Design, in my store, in my BioLink store. I talk about like what human design is, where it comes from, and what everything means. So I break down all the definitions of everything in my ebook, if y'all want to learn more about that. And then I think if you have the personalized interpretation too, it will explain that. But the ebook does go a little deeper into like the origins of human design and the definitions of everything. I'm 5'1", but this is so confusing. There's so many numbers. What do you mean? What is similar to the pattern up? Sag, what just happened to my throat? Oh my god. Sag Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Love it. How can it work for a premature baby? So your birth data is your birth data. And it calculates your unconscious sun and your unconscious chart, like from whatever is 88 days before your actual birthday. So I think it's all divine. Like, you're given what you're given for a reason, whether you were like a C-section or whether you're super premature or whatever. Like, I think it's all like there's a divine orchestration to it, and we don't need to like overly logic it. Passion fruit cheesecake, I'm eating so good. Yeah. But also it's like, that's something that this restaurant I really love back home would also have. So I haven't really been super blown away by just normal everyday restaurants, because there's a couple restaurants at home that are like, I fucking love, and they hit every single time. I did go to, like I said, a Michelin star restaurant in Italy, and that is probably one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. And like the whole experience was really great too. Like, they treated us like royalty. Like, there was a sommelier, and he was like, I was like, what would go best with this cheese? And he like gave me a specific wine for the cheese, and like that was like, this is fine dining. But yeah, it is, I will say it is easy to find good food here. Like, at home, there's only like 2 restaurants that have like top tier, really good food. But it's a small town back home where I live. I mean, kind of small, relatively. But yeah. 3-5 generator. I'm a Scorpio sun with Pluto, Saturn, South Node, Mercury on 6th house. Oh, wow. We love bread. Yes. I do love bread with dinner, like to like soak up the like sauce after a meal. I do love that. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna be like asking for bread at restaurants. Like, You expect me to like let you have this plate with the like sauce of the food left on it? Like, no, I need bread to like eat it. Well, the math would still be 82 days. I don't think you're using scheduled B-Day. What do you mean? It's technically 88 degrees. So the days would be like 89 or 90, or something like that, but it's 88 degrees. Like where the sun was 88 degrees before you were born. Six three Sacral Manny Jen, love it. 6'2" Manny Jen. Oh my god, we got a lot of Manny Jens. Love it. What side quest are y'all on right now? What Manny Jen side quest are you on at the moment? I'm currently on a makeup side quest. If y'all aren't normally on my lives, I normally don't have this much makeup on. This is crazy. I literally did like the whole 9 yards today. And I'm usually a like tinted sunscreen, little mascara, little eyeshadow, chapstick girly. And this is full face. This is everything. This is bronzer, blush, lip liner, lipstick. That's my side quest. That's my Manny Jen side quest right now. Manny Jens always have a side quest. We always have something we're dabbling in. My besties are Taurus. Aww. I'm a Taurus. I was thinking last time you told me because of my chart, you think a lot. Oh yeah, was that on the other live the other day? Wait, are you in France? Because it's like 12:30. It's like midnight 30. Hey, the Muse. You caught one. I've been going live a lot this week. Or this last week. Taurus and me is quaking, babes. What you mean? Alex is a Taurus sun, Libra moon, Sag rising? No way, because I am a Taurus sun, Libra rising, Sag moon. I love it. Natalia is an Aries sun, Taurus moon, Sag rising. Awesome. Born just after a new moon. Love your new makeup skills and look. Thank you. You look so dope with purple eyeshadow. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. It came with one of the palettes that I got recently, so I'm gonna try it. I love a purple lipstick. Like my looks for the last 2 or 3 Halloweens have been like dark purple lipstick, and I love that. So I might experiment with that too. I don't know, it's a whole new world to me, and it's really exciting. It's my, like I said, current Manny Jen side quest. It was literally, it's been everything like appearance, which is so on brand for South Node in the first house. Like I'm really embracing the South Node being in my first house this past year and a half. I've completely revamped my wardrobe. I've completely like redone how I do my hair and everything, and now I'm getting into makeup. So it makes sense. First house transits. When you talked about the good at food in France. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is just so readily available. It's pretty nice. Like, you can, I mean, there's restaurants everywhere, too. Like, everywhere. Like, I walk out and down my street, and there are probably a dozen restaurants. And they're all amazing. And this is how it was in Paris, too. Like, I got so much in my head of like, where should I go and what restaurant should I read? No, don't do any fucking research. Just go wherever you feel called to, and it's gonna be amazing. That's been my experience, and they'll probably be less crowded because all the places that everybody's saying are good are either not good or they're like extremely crowded, and that to me like ruins the experience. I don't like crowds. I want to find like the niche place that like nobody knows about, and where the local is like wanting to help me learn French and, you know, whatever. Yes, I'm in France, supposed to go to sleep, but I'm happy to see you here and learn stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should also go soon because I want to wake up early tomorrow and go to the beach. I want to wake up and go to the beach. I admire all the knowledge. Oh, thank you. You haven't shared with us. I appreciate it. Oh, but is it not pricey? Like the restaurants? I mean, what is pricey? Because I'm used to paying, like if I get a glass of wine and dessert and appetizer and like a main meal, I'm used to paying like a glass of wine and dessert and appetizer and like a main meal. I'm used to paying like $60 for that, and that's like what it is here. $60 for that, and that's like what it is here. But you can find cheap food, I mean, just like anywhere. Like the Mexican I had tonight was really. But you can find cheap food, I mean, just like anywhere. Like the Mexican I had tonight was really. But I don't like to live that way all the time. It's my Taurus. It's my Taurus. I like nice things. I like paying for nice experiences. And higher quality things. I literally looked up Ice Spice's chart and then completely forgot about it, y'all. I forgot someone brought that up. Okay, but this has been fun. I'm gonna get off now because I do want to get up a little early tomorrow. At least try to. We'll see if I do or not. Maybe I shouldn't pressure myself, but